So let me get this straight. Megan Thee Stallion dropped a snippet of her brand new anime about a twerking woman with superpowers, or twerking superpowers, or superpowers that only work when you twerk. We don't know. We don't know. But if you watch this video today, we're gonna get to the bottom of it and see what's really good. Did she drop a superhero twerk anime? What is going on? Is it an adult series? Let's just jump right into it. You won't miss out. Let's keep watching.
Rock steady.
Megan Thee Stallion is currently under fire for her brand new anime titled Hotties. Reason being because what's shown in the anime is not at all what people were expecting, and honestly is just putting a bunch of people in an outrage. Now this new snippet was shown at Blurticon, and an individual on Twitter said this about reinforcing the stereotypes. This happening after the events of She-Hulk, so on and so forth, and how that got ruined. People also saying, I genuinely can't believe Megan and whoever else involved thought that creating this of the hidden twerk village was a good idea. While on the flip side, there are people saying seeing split reactions hurt because both sides have a point. It's her project, her body, her culture she's repping, when the only superpower they give a black woman is weaponized twerking. It stings like we're still only allowed one lane. Wish it came with more range so I didn't feel like a remix of the same old script. Representation shouldn't feel this exhausting. Now realistically, that is only one snippet of the anime. There is still a bunch to it that we have not seen. That is literally just one part in the grand scheme of things. So while I understand people's outrage, you haven't seen all of it to say anything. But from what was seen, I can understand it. At the end of the day, like was stated, it's her project, her body, she can do whatever the hell she wants with it. And no one is being forced to watch it. If you decide to watch it, that's on you. But let me know what you all think. How do you feel about this whole situation related to Megan Thee Stallion and her upcoming anime?
It seems to me this is going to be a little bit more like the Boondocks to their artwork. So not like a traditional anime, but more like Boondocks, more like adults, comedy, kind of getting into that. Because I'm going to be honest with you, you can kind of go see all kind of stuff, even worse than just people twerking on anime. It gets deeper than that, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know.
It's called further beats or PTs. So like you put them in a baby court and like you take the ball and put it in the big time. I'm also putting down a timeline. Talking about like how 2 hours.
Cause black women love anime too. Bad bitches love anime too. Bad black bitches love anime too. Cause we deserve representation too. And yes, I said we. From a producer on the Boondocks. Amazon Prime is telling us, as we finally get the anime title reveal, Hotties, from the creative mind of Megan Thee Stallion, being voiced by Megan Thee Stallion. She said, if you love bad, cool hairstyles, ass whoopings, character development, storytelling, fly clothes, and most importantly, if you love fucking nigga, if you love black people, she didn't say that part. I added it, but now that I said that. Megan Thee Stallion didn't say that. Don't quote her on that. But anyways, Hotties is all of those things, and it just might be the anime for you. They have not stated a release date for Hotties yet, but it's coming.
The internet is having an adverse reaction to Megan Thee Stallion's new anime. I don't even think that the clip that has been released is an official clip. It very well could be AI, because Megan says that she hasn't posted any clips of the anime, but this isn't her essentially refuting that it's from her anime. It's just she's saying that she has not posted anything. So this could be a scrap clip, this could be something from somebody else on the production team or from the creators of Boondocks, whatever. Even the clip I saw, I liked. And the thing is, Megan has traipsed into anime before. She's done it for visuals for her album and her singles in the past. And she's always kept a sexual element because she is an artist who talks about sexuality. And this is where I want to get into respectability politics when it comes to black women and the performance of modesty, because modesty very well can be a performance if it's not authentic. Demanding modesty from sexual people is demanding them to be inauthentic when we're talking about people who inhabit adult bodies. Why the fuck do you need this adult woman to cover up when in making adult content? That doesn't make any sense. And then there's like the respectability. Then there is the moderate black folks, and this is how you could. they're so fucking worried about what some invisible white audience is going to think of Megan's anime. They're saying that this is perpetuating or furthering this belief that Black women are loud and sexual. What if we are? And I always go back to this point, like, what if we are? What if we are loud? What if we are ghetto? What if we are sexual? What's wrong with that? Quickly. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. And like, the thing is, this performance that we do for non-Black audiences is crippling, and it deters you from actual development and self-actualization, because you're trying to curate a persona, not your authentic self. You're trying to curate a persona that isn't met with any type of resistance from non-Black audiences, and that's just not how life works. That's not how the world works. You're not doing something important if somebody else doesn't have an adverse reaction. It's like, would we stop making peanut butter because some people are allergic? No, that wouldn't make sense, because some people love peanut butter. I, for one, love peanut butter. And some people like sexual content. There's nothing wrong with that. And demanding that Black women not express themselves in that way is really indicative of how Abrahamic values have embedded themselves into respectability politics, where false modesty, not even authentic modesty, false modesty is forced upon people so that you can, by proxy, claim that the people of your racial group are respectable, deserving of whatever type of social acclaim that you want for your racial group. And that means you have a lot of things to unpack within yourself. If everything that you do and everything that you consume is for this invisible white audience, are you actually living a life? No, you're not. I'm gonna watch the anime. I'm excited to see what happens. And I don't think anyone who's like a fan of Megan Thee Stallion would be expecting anything that's like an after school kids special. We have animation for that. And honestly, we do need more, but that's never been Megan's ministry. Her work has always been for adult consumers. She has never targeted minors or children as her audience. That has never been the case, even since she was barely an adult herself, 19, 20, doing her raps in the parking lot. Her audience has always been, her target audience has always been adult women. So this doesn't make any sense. If you like me feel like there is a void of children's friendly animation or entertainment, you should definitely get it in there. You should get in there. Like, we need more people in the entertainment industry who are making safe experiences for children. But you can't force that work or force that journey on people who have a different calling. And now I want to talk about something else, but still related. There's this content creator who has a video that, at least I've seen it a bunch of times. I don't know if it's viral, but I've watched it a bunch of times on my different platforms, on my different pages, and where he's saying that what happens a lot of times when people are talking about community and us collaborating is that people abandon their mission to assist other people with theirs. And I've wanted to talk about this for a while, because this is something I didn't realize that I did. I didn't realize that, because I would start off with my own cause, my own initiative. People would be like, oh yeah, let me get involved. Or and then I would get so sidetracked from what my initial mission was that I come back to it and I don't have anything. And it's extremely unsustainable, because what happens when those collaboration requests stop coming in, or what happens when the partners that you have are in a low fiscal season? Like, what happens when they can't supplement your loss in sales from your individual work? And this is something I've always struggled with, because the way that they teach business to girls, specifically girls of color, is like this sisterhood thing. We all need to be like, oh, we need to do this together, and to create these mini hierarchies within mission that don't make fucking sense. Because in my mind, I do think that, like, if the idea is yours, it's yours, and it's your responsibility to be a steward of that, to develop the skills to develop the skills needed to express this and share this with the world. But so oftentimes in collaborative efforts, it's a constant compromise of somebody's vision to appease the other, and typically it's appeasing the person who has the less marginalized identity, funnily enough, even in the activist space, even in the community organizing space. The appeasing and the conforming and the compromise is typically made by the more marginalized person, typically. It was a B. So when we're talking about like Megan Thee Stallion and her getting into animation, and then y'all saying that, like, you know, that you guys feel like she should be making children friendly stuff, not only does that not make sense from a business standpoint because she does not make content for children, there are people whose mission in life is to be doing that. Their avenue in life is to be making children's media and stuff. So I'm gonna shamelessly plug myself. My nonprofit, The Artist Media, we do a lot of fucking things. Honestly, I'm just gonna start writing it because doing my elevator pitch is really hard, because the whole point of my initiative is that we handle everything. Because as an artist, I do everything. I play my instruments, I produce my music, I write my shit, I film my videos, I choreograph, I vocal produce, I do every fucking thing. And my nonprofit is the same way when it comes to arts, art insurance, art exhibits, auctions, events, concerts, paint and sips. Like we do everything. And so a part of that is children's art education and veering into that. That's something I've always been passionate about. I've been putting together the pieces, and it's coming together in its time, and I'm allowing it to happen organically. I don't want to rush the process, but I've been a children's arts teacher since I was 19 years old. I've been teaching dance to kids. The Artist Media, we just relaunched our dance troupe, the Flamingos, because we're Florida based, pure, and that's my mission. That's what I love to do. But demanding women who have made their whole thing is about being provocative and expressive of sexuality, demanding that they change who they are to not only appease white people, but so that you don't have to yourself walk into your mission, which very well may be making content or making children safe entertainment, because we do need those people. But there's been a lot of folks, when they see somebody doing something well, instead of being inspired by them, you try to assign them more labor, and it's very fucking strange. And I've talked about outsourcing power and authority, and it's an extremely problematic thing that people from marginalized experiences do all the time. You're looking for a boss, you're looking for somebody else to implement your idea, you're looking for somebody else to do it, somebody else to do it, somebody else to do it. And not only is that unsustainable, now this goes back into like it's unsustainable, and also it makes like really weird power dynamics, where somebody has all of the authority in every category, in every area, not from their own making, but because it's being pushed upon them. And if that's not the calling on their life, they're not going to handle that responsibility well. So you're trying to get people into children's education, or who it's not their calling. They don't have the bandwidth, that patience for to work with children. They're not sensitive enough to work with children. Yeah, like there's just so much more to it. I'm definitely gonna make a follow-up video about honoring one's mission, and stop like these segues, and to stop deflecting the responsibility to your purpose onto other people. Stop doing that. Having watched this video, has your perspective of Megan Thee Stallion's new anime changed? Has it shifted? Do you think you're more likely to watch it, or are you still, standing strong in the idea that this might not be the type of content for you, which is very fair? But yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Also, I know I look a little bit different. I got a chemical burn on my lip from this sunscreen, and this is like, it's gonna take a while. I'm just letting it do what it does, and it's just peel. I'm just gonna have to let it do what it needs. And if you guys want to support my page, the Pink Psychology page, please check out my book, Pink Psychology. It's available for pre-order. You guys can pre-order it now so that when it drops, like, you automatically get it. I'm gonna be posting some sneak peeks soon, and I'm gonna be reading passages from the book and like giving you guys the 401 on some of the exercises, because it's a workbook in which we're gonna be developing our critical thinking skills to help make ourselves safer people. That's like the whole point of the book. So yeah, check it out.
You know what's crazy? When I think anime, man, I think it's like a shared gender thing, man, where, you know, you get a lot of guys that like anime, you get like a small percentage of females that like anime. But this right here, given that Boondocks feel, is probably going to recruit more of that female atmosphere. And be honest, there's not really a true anime or adult series out there that I can think of that dedicates straight to females. So she might actually found a niche that works for her, that might hit hard in the female demographics. You know, let me tap into that market real quick. And you never know, she already has a small following just based off of music, so it's not far-fetched that, you know, her animated series might, you know, have at least a decent start.
Extremely unsustainable, because what happens when those collaboration requests stop coming in, or what happens when the partner.
So at the end of the day, is this the type of anime / cartoon series, cause whatever you want to call it these days, that the world really needs? What is the aim? All right, is this going to affect younger black females in general? What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. But the truth of the matter is, let's just see what Megan Thee Stallion posted about this snippet that's going viral.
All the respectability politic niggas can calm the fuck down. That was not a real clip from Megan's new anime. She tweeted herself, "This is not a sneak peek or a snippet of my new anime hotties. This clip was just from a music video to my song Gift and a Curse I never put out." They doing some shit outside my house. Everybody, relax. Y'all do not know what my show looks like yet. I repeat, this is not a snippet of my new anime. Y'all can calm down with the, oh my god, she playing into all these stereotypes and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But to keep it a buck, so what? So what if she played into these motherfucking stereotypes? Like, it's produced by Carl Jones. He produced the Boondocks. I love the Boondocks. But when it came to black women representation in that show, they were always side characters. They were never mainstays. They were props used as the rappers. Like, you had the prostitute, you had Killer Kung Fu Wolf lady who blew herself up at the end of the episode. Black lady who was basically like referencing different like rom-coms and shit. It like didn't feel like a real person. So what? So what if she had, you know, made a character who like fights crime with her ass? I really don't give a fuck. Who cares? But y'all can calm the fuck down now, okay?
All right, guys, it kind of seems like it was a botched music video or a leak on a music video or something like that. It's not nothing off for hotties, but it looks very similar, like it could be. I'm gonna be honest, that's the reason why. But we never know, is this a cover-up for a true leak? Like, did she actually drop this about her anime series and this is the leak and she's just trying to cover it up? You never know, because now she's kind of like dropping in, kind of feel a little bit of that tension, kind of feel what the audience thinking, what the internet is thinking, and people, are they digging it or not digging it? And if she's getting a little heat, she can always just say, hey, this is not the real thing. This is from a music video that never even got released. This is from another project. You get what I'm saying? So she can say all these things. But what do you guys think? Is this snippet a leeway into her animated series? Leave your thoughts below. I'll see you in the next video.